Don't leave the EFF, don't leave. Don't leave the Provincial children, don't leave. Thank you very much. Samuel Akuru, Mrs. Parliament, and the
obey those who are in charge, if you wish to assessments will provide solutions. In the office of the gentleman, if you please allow me to come to the chapter of the Quran to listen. Believe Almighty Allah says in our answer, in the Islam of proposal, in the
going. This is how we will help you with the resources today. We feel us together. We don't do any other thing except for filling up the stadium. We are confident that these people that are watching here, members and supporters of the EFF, that they are going to support us towards 2019 elections. We are calling upon all of you who are here today to ensure that we deliver a video from the EFF in this province of ours. There is no one else who's going to do it except for you. Let's go and register to vote in 2019. Let's go and register to vote. Simply so above 17 years old, they are going to be eligible to vote in 2019. The only thing that must be our contribution in the 2019 elections. So, I can assure you, since I will and then vote for the EFF in 2019. If we wait for the EFF to deliver EFF in 2019 is this province. Who will be in the province? This municipalities and dysfunction. If you go to Europe to begin, that municipality has failed since 2016. No municipality has collapsed. We don't know why those people are still occupying those offices. We are calling for the leadership of the province government to dissolve those municipalities because they are dysfunctional. And all of us we want to remember you and this is the area people is waiting for the electoral votes.
Todos went to Delhi when they were about to campaign of Nelson Mandela and the other African countries. I also went with him when he was the kings of South India. With his experience and knowledge of the South African politics, we were not wrong to bring him on board. You have the EFF together organize several marches that culminate in the demand of all marches. When thousands of South Africans work in the European Union to create this economic office, discussing with self-interested men who would not be trusted with this country's future. You will hear the call for us to start talking about provincial government. Post-2016, watershed in the family election. Together, with the EFF in the Mdantsane democracy studio, we are creating the basic conditions for collaboration of our meeting and cultural engagement in Togo. This collaboration is expected to mean that the Mdantsane is independent, where we are going to dramatically change. Hopefully, this job in local government leads to developing systems that exercise self-regulation in the democratic state in this country. The voters of South Africa should not forget that we saved this country from the parameters of that time. They should give us benefits of the doubt and they cannot expect anything to correct itself. The EFF motion for the corporation and without compensation in Parliament, which we have supported, has given rise to the parliamentary consultation with the people of this country. This is in line with the EFF's call for an economic dialogue where we learn to feature central stage that allow the country economic emancipation without stability of training. We have agreed that there is a need to review the development of institutional provisions to ensure a fair distribution of land. It cannot be that the people who live in the villages and the townships of the former society and other women find themselves living in areas which they are reserved areas for less only. While there are acres of land now laid fallow and unused. In conclusion, as we follow the process of land, we must come up with the laws, regulations, and time frames on how we are going to implement them. And this must be followed to the letter. We are agreeing that this entire process is not overdue. There are, however, much to discuss. I therefore propose that all parties who voted in favor of the motion to proceed meeting further remain professionals and make sure that we see from the same people. We need to pay special attention on the heart of the process. The people's wishes must always be at the heart of what we do, and we must ensure that the process is not sabotaged by those who want to propose as because of the experience security programs.
This is
political process. How the political things is represented and addressed now. Because there are political parties that are killing each other because they just want to each. They are not about people, they are about taking positions. That's why they kill each other for positions. Hands down, right now, and another very important message is that the EFF, the time as the general said, it has given birth in other parts of the continent to organizations in the EFF in various parts of the continent. So we have about 10 EFFs that are already coming out in other parts of Africa. Let's give them a hand. Fighters from various parts of the world. We just want to call them just for 1 minute to say hello and to register their presence. And we will start with the EFF of Liberia. And then we will call Fighter Emmanuel Kongole. Fighter. I'm the EFF of Liberia, boy.
President, Honorable Chairperson, the total leadership of the EFF, we are very excited to be here today because we are inspired to establish the EFF in Nigeria as a result of your mentality. We want to assure you that we are going to go along with you because we want a common EFF in the level because we want to be a level for the market. So as a celebrate the faith and also we are going to use the opportunity to do the same in our respective country. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Africa, we are one. Africa, we are one. Africa, we are one. Thank you very much. We will know our representative of the EFF of Namibia, Fighter Kanyo Ibu. We know our EFF of Namibia.
Forward with the
contractors who have to allow Botswana and many countries. So when we say we are Africans, we are not just talking. It is something that we practice. And the government chief told us, those people who are already, they say, the international leaders taking over South Africa. That one is not us. We are now taking over the continent.
Don't worry about South Africa. That's we are going to take that quickly in 2019. We are taking over our continent.
We want to arrange back in all our countries. Away with colonialism, away. Away with colonialism, away. We want our land back in our land.
Mdantsane and thank you to the National Chairperson who is presiding over this program, Advocate David, the officials of the EFF, the PCTs, the RCTs, the branch command teams, the ground forces of the EFF, the people of South Africa, the international guests that we have here, all our visitors. My task is very simple. My task today is to come and introduce a revolutionary. My task is to come and introduce the leader of the revolution here in South Africa and the entire African continent. My task is to introduce one of the greatest sons of the soil, a Pan-Africanist, a fighter in a struggle for the socialist transformation of society. I'm going to introduce the commander-in-chief and the president of the EFF, President Mdantsane. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you, the people of EFF and all our visitors. Let me also take this opportunity to thank the Deputy President and thank everybody in the top seats and the Central Command team who is part of this important occasion today. I thank our international visitors. I thank our brother, President of the Union, Corporate Honorisa, our leaders who come from different confederations, including our religious leaders. We salute you. We salute the regents of the EFF. We salute the branches of the EFF. We salute the ground forces of the EFF who are bearing this occasion. We say to all of you who have led the ground, you have noticed your efforts, and I thank you for not disappointing your own organization. I know there are people from all over here, the people of London Village, the people of Mdantsane, the people of East London, the people of Africa, the people of South Africa, the oppressed masses of the world are today watching this important occasion because they know that their hopelessness will be defeated today. And we hope that this occasion will inspire confidence. I want to give a special shout to our revolutionary king who is in prison, King David. We know you're with us in spirit. The criminals are locked in prison, and the real criminals are roaming the streets here with a donkey in hand. Those are the people who are supposed to be in prison, not our king. We are happy to be here in the province of Mdantsane. We are happy to be here in the province of Robert Sugwe, Steve Biko, Chris Ame. We are happy to be with the people of Eastern Cape because you are important people in our hearts. You occupy a special place in the heart of the EFF. You are important because of your contribution to the struggle for the emancipation of our people. So we are proud that this province has produced the fearless father of the nation. We need no more Mandela. We are fearless because Winnie Mandela is fearless. We are inspired by Winnie Mandela. We want to be like Winnie Mandela. We are Winnie Mandela as we stand here today. Those who know Winnie Mandela died, they were wrong. Winnie Mandela multiplied, and if you want
to see many Winnie Mandela come to Caesar Dukashi Stadium, you'll find fearless young women leading from the front. This province of Robert Sobukwe, who taught us to love Africa and said to us, our struggle in South Africa is not an isolated struggle because it must be located in the struggles of the people of Africa. That's why today we have our brothers here with us, because ours is not a local struggle, it's an international struggle, not only in Africa, but all over the world. Where you find oppressed people, you must know that the EFF is fighting for those people. The province of Steve Biko, the fearless Steve Biko, who inspired 1976. We were not going to have 1976 if there was no Steve Biko. We were not going to have the so-called COSAS today if it was not because of Steve Biko. We were not going to have the young lions of the 80s who fought with the apartheid regime if there was no Steve Biko. We are because there was a person called Steve Biko who introduced black consciousness. This province is a very important province in the history of our struggle. Comrades, I'm very happy to be in the province of the giants. But I know that even if there were heroes and heroines coming from here, majority of our people in this province are still struggling. Many of our people in Eastern Cape are unemployed. A lot of municipalities are dysfunctional in the Eastern Cape. Here in the Eastern Cape, we have seen politicians stealing money of toilets, and those politicians stole that money through their family members. When you want those politicians, don't look far. Just go and search for such politicians. You will find them in a cabinet which is called a New Dawn. A New Dawn cabinet full of corrupt people who stole the money of toilets. A toilet, a basic thing that the people of Eastern Cape need the most. Politicians stole that money. If you don't know a mud school, if you don't know a pit toilet in schools, just tour Eastern Cape. Just become a tourist in Eastern Cape. You will see how a mud school look like. You will see how a pit toilet look like. Because here in the Eastern Cape, our people have been neglected. Don't even talk about Buffalo City. There is huge corruption in that Buffalo City. Because the ANC people They are hiring each other through relatives. If you are not a member of their family, they will never hire you. They hire their own boyfriends and girlfriends in the Buffalo City. When you want a job and you are a female, they want to sleep with you in Buffalo City before they give you a job. Today, we have an extremely expensive electricity in Buffalo City because they want to make this thing a metro. And therefore, for it to be a metro, it must generate a particular income. They make electricity expensive. These old women and men who are here, they can't even afford to buy electricity with that money of SASSA. How do you give people SASSA money and come at night, steal the same money in the name of electricity? In the EFF and under the EFF government, no one who is found on a SASSA list will be made to pay for water and electricity. We will link SASSA system with the municipality system. And when you come to register for electricity and water, it will automatically tell us that this is a SASSA beneficiary. Therefore, she is automatically indigent and she must not pay for water and electricity. You can only get that from the EFF government because in the EFF we've got thinkers. You can't say a person is poor on the day of SASSA. The following day she is rich, she must pay electricity. My grandmother must not pay the same amount of money with me because I am a member of parliament. She is a pensioner. But under the ANC government, a pensioner and member of parliament, they are all the same. They must pay. That must come to an end. They go around saying the EFF wants to take SASSA from old people. You must tell them that the EFF will never take money of SASSA. The EFF is going to double the money of SASSA because these SASSA beneficiaries deserve more. On top of doubling your money, we will not make you pay for water and electricity. We want you to enjoy your money. You are too old, you must not have problems. You must enjoy under the EFF government. Bazali bami yekelang lento yakuthi levotela ikongolosi yaMandela. uMandela akekho. Ayisekho ikongolosi yaMandela. Le khongolosi ikhongolosi kaZuma no Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa, the man who killed your own brothers in Marikana. The Congolos of Nelson Mandela does not kill people. Jacob Zuma, who stole your money and built a mansion for himself in Kandla. The ANC of Nelson Mandela does not build mansions for politicians. It gives money to the poor. Stop saying we come from far with the ANC. The ANC is buried in Kunu, is done, is finished. This one is not an ANC. It's a ghost, this one. East London, when I was doing door-to-door here, I came across the Nestle workers who told me that there is a white man there in Nestle who's called Quobas. Quobas calls black people in Nestle, East London Nestle. He calls black people Kefas and all types of names. And Nestle is not acting on Quobas even when Nestle is told that Quobas is a mess. Now, we have said to Nestle, we are giving you a week to get rid of Quobas. Otherwise, you shall be visited like H&M here in Nestle in East London. Because everywhere where we find racism, we must crush it. Whether it is done by a white man, whether it is done by an Indian, we must finish it. Because there is no longer home and place for white supremacy and Indian supremacy in South Africa. We are creating an equal society where white women, white men, and blacks and Africans in particular, they will be treated the same. Don't be scared of talking against racism, even when it is done by Indians. They will call us names, but they know the reality. I don't care what they say. When I went to Durban last year, celebrating the 4th anniversary of the EFF, I said Indians in Durban, they are not paying workers proper salaries. And I went back to Durban this year, and I met an African woman who said to me, Mr. Malema, thank you. And I said, what are you talking about, Mama? She said, the day you spoke about Indians paying us lower wages, the following week, our Indian boss called us. He increased my salary from 25 rand a day to 120 a day. And I said to the old woman, I don't care what they say about me and the EFF. As long as I change one life, that is enough. And for you to say your life was changed by the 4th anniversary of the EFF, it means we are on the right path. We want more lives to change, and only the truth will change the lives of our people on the ground. We are not using weapons. We are not calling for the killing of anyone. We are just speaking truth to power. And that's how we are going to change the lives of poor people here in Buffalo City. I'm told there is a guy called Barry Makana who got a tender here in Buffalo City of marketing the city. And the city gave Barry Makana 20 million in 1 year. 20 million to market what here? Because we cannot market anything here. The ANC Barry Makana is pocketing in the Buffalo City 20 million every year. The people of Duncan Village do not have water. 20 million goes into the ANC Barry Makana, the most feared man here in East London. Those of you who know him, you must tell him that we are not scared of him. It's a small boy. The day we find him, he shall rot in jail with all these criminals here in Buffalo City. They say marketing people. Hey, marketing Buffalo City. All they do is to put ugly faces of ANC mayors here on the polls and call that a marketing. We have no time marketing ugly people here. We must put money where it matters the most. We must put money in the pockets of the poor, of the poorest. In Duncan Village, here in Mdantsane, you need P. In Dice, our people said to me, we need roads, we need water, we need electricity, we need proper houses. We have heard all of you. I've met young people here in Mdantsane who are saying we could have fought these people in the ANC, but we are defeated, and that's why we are coming to the EFF. And we ask the question, why were you defeated? They said, even if you are a member of the ANC, it is not enough. You must sleep with other people to be employed as an employee for EPWP. And they tell us names of the people who want to sleep with young children for EPWP jobs. But what touched me the most was a young girl who said they refused to give me a bursary because I refused to sleep with a counselor. This counselor is a father of my friend, and I see him as my father. All I did was to go to him and ask for a bursary. Why will you want to sleep with children who are asking for a bursary? Because she refused to sleep with this counselor, she was denied a bursary. Children are being denied their future in Buffalo City because they refuse to sell their souls. We want to say to the children of Mdantsane, please don't be demoralized. The EFF is here. We shall defeat those things. Comrades, EFF must be a weapon in the hands of the rejected, dejected masses of our people. The EFF must be a hope of the hopeless masses of our people. You know, as we're coming this way since 1994, there was an impression created, Chairperson, that the ANC will never be removed. That South Africa's future has been predetermined. The ANC will rule until Jesus comes back in their dreams. Sesifikile manje. Sayikhupha ANC. Hey, they said the ANC will go when Jesus comes. Jesus has arrived 5 years ago. That Jesus is the EFF. That's what they've been waiting for. That's why ANC is not government in Johannesburg. That's why ANC is not government in PE. That's why ANC is not government in Tshwane, in many municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal. So Zuma said they will rule until Jesus comes. You all know, if you are Christians, Bishop, Jesus is not going to walk in like, identifiable someone. Jesus comes in different forms. And Jesus arrived in Marikana, was launched 5 years ago. Now it's finished. They are going out. They were correct. We are here. They were waiting for us. We were waiting for ourselves. We were not waiting for anyone. We were waiting for ourselves. Now we know our worth, and we do not just vote for anything that comes our way. You must end the votes of South Africans. No more this nonsense. Hey, we fought for freedom. We fought for, you fought for freedom. We thank you for the past 24 years. Now it's about the future. It's not about who fought for freedom. It's about who is going to fight for the total emancipation of African children. It's about the future of black children. It's about the future of those children who go to school without shoes. We have honored Mandela, is enough. We must honor ourselves. We must honor our future. And that future is in our hands. Fellow South Africans, When we speak the land, it is not anti-white. And I want to make a clarion call to fellow white South Africans. Don't be scared of the land debate, because the land debate is going to liberate you from yourself. You stay in high walls because you are scared you will be attacked tomorrow. Who will attack you? For what? You know that you have done something wrong. That's why you are hiding at night. Do the right thing. Release the land. Then you shall collapse the high walls and enjoy the beautiful gardens. Because no one will come to you who will be busy with our land. Why would we come to you when we've got work to do? We are coming to your houses. We are breaking your houses because we have nothing to do. We are idling. Give us the land. You shall know a permanent peace. Stop pretending like you've got peace. You've got no peace. And your troubles are not brought to you by Malema. You brought those troubles yourself by refusing to share in the economy of South Africa, by refusing to share the land in South Africa. Release the land. You will be welcomed here at Mdantsane at any time. But every time you come to Mdantsane, the people look at you with that eye, that you, one day is one day. If you want the Mdantsane people to be welcoming, let us agree on the land. We need this land to be shared amongst our people. And when we say our people, we include you, white people, but black people in particular. When I say to you, I've got one heart, and that heart is only for my wife, it doesn't mean I don't love you. I'm not like Zuma. I don't dish hearts around. I've got only one heart. That heart is for my wife. I've got only one heart. That heart is for African people. It doesn't mean I hate you. I love black people so much because they are the most oppressed people. And those are the people we seek to liberate. When we say we liberate black people, it doesn't mean we want to oppress white people. We want an equal society. It will never be equal if white people own 80% of the land and black people are only sharing 13%, yet black people constitute 80% of the population in South Africa. That contradiction must be resolved. And once it is resolved, we are going to be guaranteed peace. Fighters, let us not talk about our own achievements. Let the achievements speak for us. We must not go around claiming easy victories. Let our victories speak for us. The South African population and voters are not stupid. Not even Ramaphosa's New Dawn can mislead our people. Our people know who is Ramaphosa. Our people know that Ramaphosa is not in charge. The people who are in charge is Pravin Gordhan and Trevor Manuel. Our people know that. Our people know that Ramaphosa's New Dawn wants to privatize Eskom, want to privatize Dinel, want to privatize Transnet. They want to privatize SAA. It's not going to happen. Not under the EFF's watch. We will defend these state-owned companies. They belong to us. We cannot privatize what we have now. We must nationalize the mines. We must nationalize the banks so that our people can get jobs. Why is Pravin attacking our own state-owned companies? Comrades, South Africa is not a banana republic. South Africa did not elect Patrice Motsepe as a president. Patrice Motsepe must know his place. He must sit down. We are not Motsepe's people here. Patrice Motsepe is the brother-in-law of Cyril Ramaphosa and Jeff Radebe. They are capturing South Africa. We want to warn Patrice Motsepe, we are watching you the same way we watch the Guptas. Stop doing what you are doing. It's unacceptable. South Africa does not belong to the Motsepe family. Hey, there is a new capture here. It's led by Patrice Motsepe and the Ruperts. The Ruperts are using Trevor Manuel. They are using Pravin Gordhan. Then Patrice is using his brother-in-law, Cyril, and Jeff Radebe. We are watching you. Patrice, you must ask Guptas about us. If you want to know who we are, you must ask Guptas. Patrice, you have made your money. Stop being greedy. Allow other people to make money as well. Not everything should be about Patrice Motsepe. Our struggle was never about Patrice Motsepe. They say Cyril Ramaphosa has attracted 1 trillion investment. More than half of that money is going into the pocket of Patrice Motsepe. They have signed some deals here of private power producers in an attempt to close down Eskom. In those deals, Patrice Motsepe is there. Because Jeff Radebe, his brother-in-law, is the one who signed those deals which are going to render Eskom useless. They are involved in a scheme of a family to capture South Africa. I warned about Guptas in 2011. Zuma was sitting behind me in Rustenburg. I said it the way I'm saying it here now about the Motsepes. South Africans did not listen. They cast it later. I'm saying to you now, watch the Motsepe family. They are becoming dangerous. They are taking everything for themselves. We like you, Patrice. You are our brother. But please, greed is going to make us fight you. And we'll fight you very hard. Because we know where your minds are. We will go and reclaim those minds of ours, which you have taken all over in Rustenburg Northwest and all over Skukuniland. Please be warned. Stay away from our government. It's not a Motsepe government. Do your foundation things there, away from our government. Don't abuse our government. Fellow fighters, let us go and build strong structures of the EFF. We must have branches, we must have strong regions, because for us to take power, we rely on strong structures on the ground. We must make sure that we are disciplined, because for us to be where we are now is because of discipline. Many organizations died before us. But in the EFF, we are still alive 5 years down the line. Why? Anyone who asks you for secret, tell them we are still here because of discipline. High discipline, high morale is what kept us here. When they tried to destroy the EFF, we showed them the door. We said to them, in the EFF, we don't want people who are ill-disciplined. And let me tell you, we are proud to have expelled those who wanted to hijack the revolution. Look at them today. The same people who wanted to destroy the EFF, they are no longer smoking nyaupe. They are smoking wunga. they are worse than the time they were in the EFF. Look at them. You will be proud of your leaders, that our leaders acted decisively on these criminals. We were going to have Wunga smokers here as our leaders. People who are scared, very scared of water, because Wunga and water don't mix. Yeah, in the EFF, we require discipline. And we are going to make sure that as we go forward, we need and we maintain discipline. Fellow fighters, education is free. Education is going to be more free under the government of the EFF. Student Command continue to lead us in the right direction. We are very happy in all universities that are led by the Student Command. In Tefliop, children are getting free food and sanitary pads. At Vet University, the children of the poor are being helped by the EFF-led SRC. We are saying to the Student Command, comrades, make sure these people who get free education, they pass. They must not just say free education and spend too much money in the universities there, drinking alcohol and becoming permanent residents in the university. How can you be a resident in the university? You must move. And it starts with you, President of the Student Command. We want to see you graduating, and graduation after graduation, you must lead by example. You can't be defeated by Godri's guardian. A 50-year-old man who graduates a year after a year after a year. We want leaders who love school. We want leaders who make education fashionable. In the EFF, we don't compete with the names of the jeans we are wearing or the sneakers. We compete with how many qualifications do you have. We don't want drunkards here. We don't want to be led by matriculous people here. Zuma showed you how matriculous people behave. That dumb cop nearly collapsed our country. If EFF was not there, that matriculous would have finished it. Please, young people, go to school. Education is free. And we call upon the Department of Higher Education to give the results to all students who have passed. Even if they are owing, they must be given the result, because their debt was cancelled by good performance. We must reward good performance. Those who fail, Peter, including those who are getting free education now, they must pay. They must pay. We can't be paying money here for Tom Copsey. You must know that when you enter that university, we are going to invest money in you. And when you fail, it's a wasteful expenditure, and wasteful expenditure is punishable. You shall pay. Don't waste the taxpayers' money. Go to university not to have fun. Go there, work hard, and leave that university. Create space for another African child, because we want more graduates in the villages and in the townships. I don't understand why we have not stopped universities until now, President of the Student Command. Because these people said they are giving us free education. Then they stopped paying for meals. Children are not eating there at university. They've stopped paying for books. They've stopped paying for accommodation, especially for those who stay outside the universities. They've stopped paying for transport of those who are staying outside the university. We must say to this ANC government, when you thought you were bluffing by telling us you are giving us free education, then you will know who we are. We want free education for real. not a Mickey Mouse arrangement we see now. Our children must get food, and not just food, healthy food. And there must be meat in that food. Because there is no food here without meat here. And proper meat. And enough meat. Because you said you are giving us free education. We want books. Pay for our books. It can't be free if we are paying for our books. It can't be free if we have to pay registration fee. We must go to NSFAS and demand that every student who's under NSFAS, they are dead and their monies must be paid. Because that money doesn't belong to the ANC. It's our money. It must be spent on our children. Fellow fighters, we need jobs. We need land for the jobs. We must fight for the jobs because the youth in South Africa, they've gone to schools, yet they are not being employed. We need young people who've got the skills to work and make sure that our economy continue to absorb as many young people as possible. Comrades, all of this is possible. We need all of you to commit to work for the revolution. It is possible to give our people houses. It is possible to give our people jobs. Let us defend state-owned companies. We cannot have a government which has got no companies. The only thing it has is to pay SASSA beneficiaries. We want more entities under government. We want these state-owned companies to help government to create jobs. Our government must be alive to the realities of the fourth industrial revolution. Robots are coming to replace our people. What strategy do we have to ensure that we protect jobs and continue to create more jobs? Let us not reject the fourth industrial revolution, but we must navigate through and ensure that African children continue to survive even under the fourth industrial revolution. Our government must start teaching in the new curriculum fourth industrial revolution, not some needle work. There's no one who's going to be doing needle work here. The machines are coming. How do you create the machine? How do you operate the machine? That's what we should be teaching our children now. Because in reality, our children are going to be irrelevant if there is no investment in the fourth industrial revolution. Comrades, Zimbabwe is going to elections on Monday. We say to the people of Zimbabwe, we are with you. We know your pain. We know your suffering. On Monday, all of us, we are Zimbabweans and we stand for peace. We must encourage Zimbabweans to stand for peace, nothing else but peace. ZANU-PF must conduct a clean election, no intimidation, no rigging. When elections are free and fair, if MDC loses, MDC accept the results. Do not agitate for violence, because violence is the one that is destroying Africa. Let us not resolve our problems through violence. We are with you, Zimbabwe. We hope that we'll see a new Zimbabwe after Monday, a waking Zimbabwe, a Zimbabwe that has got the land, a Zimbabwe that will become a good partner to South Africa. We are with the people of Zimbabwe on Monday because we know what they went through before. We don't want history to repeat itself in Zimbabwe. Please, Zimbabwe, we are saying to you, conduct a peaceful election. The people of Palestine, we will always be with you. You are important people because you are going through what we went through. We know what Israel is doing in Palestine. We know that they want to wipe out Palestine on the map. They want to wipe out the Palestinians, and that thing must never be accepted. We must continue to fight Israel and say to Israel, give back the people of Palestine their land, give them their freedom. They will decide their own future. The way Israel is conducting business is not going to be possible to create a two-state in that area. So we say, fellow fighters, let us continue to make the world aware about the genocide which is being committed in Palestine. Let us say to the world, we must boycott Israel. The Israel embassy must leave South Africa. South African embassy must leave Israel. We want to make sure that everything else that comes from Israel, it is boycotted, because Israel is an apartheid state. So let us continue to support our people. Comrades, I want to say to you, we are proud that our leaders here, they have been conducting themselves in a manner that is befitting of national leadership. We are proud of the unity of our leadership. We are going to our National Elective Assembly next year. We want this same behavior amongst our leaders. Fighters in the provinces, you are going to your own provincial elective assemblies. We don't want to see madness. We want to see a robust elective assemblies, because we have got no tolerance for madness. Let there be contest. It must be discipline. It must be within the rules of the EFF. When we live here, we must tell ourselves one thing. We are going to build the EFF from street to street, village by village, house to house, brick by brick. There must not be a family in South Africa without an EFF voter. All of you branches, go and establish ground forces in each and every voting station. We are going for a war next year. We are leaving nothing to chance. We are ready to confront the ANC next year. We are ready to defeat the ANC next year. We are ready to be government next year. It doesn't matter the results. EFF is going to be government somewhere next year. Whether we win or we don't win, whether there is a coalition or no coalition, there will be some part in South Africa which is governed by the EFF. It can be a metro, it can be a municipality. We are tired of giving metros to people who are conniving with white people against black people. We are going to govern next year after elections. We are the government of the people. So start being ready. Stop lazing around. Hey, we are looking for a municipal manager. We are looking for HOD. We are looking for a DG. Prepare yourself. The government of the EFF is coming next year. They are saying we are scared to govern. We are not scared of anything. We will govern and govern properly. We are going to fight corruption. When we are in government, everybody who steals from poor people, we are going to fight against that. We are inspired by the Cuban 26 July movement, which was led by Fidel Castro, Raul Castro, and Che Guevara. We are inspired by how they've conducted business in Cuba, because they never stole from their own people. Even a government of the EFF must never steal a cent from the poor of the poorest. Anyone who's going to be found with his hand in a cookie jar, you shall know us. Prison is your next home. Under the EFF government, We are going to arrest civil servants who are stealing from government. We will create a special prison for them. And when we hire the new ones, we will take family members of the new ones to go and see those who are arrested, so that the family members can help us to call the new ones to order. Or, hey, daddy, if you steal, you saw those people there. That's where you are going. We need a government that declares stealing a crime against humanity. Because when you steal money, you are stealing ARVs, and therefore you are killing people. When you steal money, you are stealing medicine in the hospitals, therefore you are killing people. Our hospitals are not functioning today. Our schools are not functioning today. Our people are even scared to go to hospitals because they say you will not come back alive. That must change under the EFF. So we are saying to you, fellow fighters, let's go and fight on the ground. If you are not with us, don't pretend to be with us. Stand on the side. If we are 10, we must be 10. If we are 20, we must be 20. Don't pretend to be with us. If you are with the enemy, stand with the enemy. We don't want sellouts in the EFF. We want revolutionaries in the EFF. We want fighters in the EFF who are ready to defeat the ANC on the ground. Let us meet on the ground, doing door to door, speaking to our people. When you are in this rally and shouting there, Ufuni skipper, are you registered? If you are not registered, you are a sellout. Leave this rally and go and register. Black sellout. Hey, registration is a gun. When you are registered, you are armed, ready to attack through your cross. How can you say you are a soldier armed enough to fight, yet you are not registered? Coward! We are going to war now. Cowards must stand on the side. We are going for Ramaphosa now. We are going for Ramaphosa now. Cowards must shift on the way. We are not scared. We are not scared of the buffalo. We are going to hold the buffalo with its tail and collapse it. We are not scared. Let's go down, fighters. Let's go and fight on the ground. Let us go and talk to our pensioners and tell them that the money from SASSA is not from the ANC. It is their money. They were paying tax for it. No one will take it away from them. Comrades, we need ground forces. We don't need cowards and sissies. It's very hot here in the kitchen here. If you are not ready to stand the heat, be on the side. I was with a fellow last night who said to me, hey, politics are difficult. I don't think I'll be here for the rest of my life. I'm with you for the rest of my life. Even when I'm on pension, I shall be on the side of the poor. I shall be on the side of the weak. Even when I'm dead, I will be a ghost which sides with the weak and the poor. Because we are for the poor, we are for the black people. We are going to die in the revolution. We are not scared to die in the revolution. If the poor want to fight, let them fight. We are not scared of anything. Our land is coming. Prepare yourself. Start exercising. You must jog in the morning. You must start carrying weights. The land needs fit people, not wunga smokers. The land is coming. You must be fit. The land is coming. You must be educated. We, the rightful owners of the land, we shall defeat the enemy because the truth will prevail. The truth is, we are owning this land. Our people, during public hearings, they've made it very clear. Let the land return to the people. Asidlali masithi siyawufuna umhlaba. Umhlaba wethu. Lamabhunu abahambe if abafuna uletha umhlaba, it's our land. They came here with 3 ships. They didn't come with the land here. If they are angry because we are taking what rightfully belongs to us, the oceans are still open. They know the direction. They must take a personal choice. Whether they like it or not, 1 woman, 1 hectare. Women must own the land. This thing that is happening as Lale, but a woman will not own a land unless she's got a child, unless she's married, is coming to an end. Women will own the land. The land belongs to women as well. South African men, stop being intimidated by women. Women are our equal partners. We are enjoying each other nicely with women. Don't be threatened by women. Don't insult women. Don't harass women. Don't beat up women. Don't kill our women and burn them. After burning them, dump them like you are dumping rubbish. South African men, you are trash like that because a self-respecting person will not kill another person. You are killing women because you are suffering from a self-hate. You hate yourself, you hate your mother. That's why you kill women. But if you love yourself and love your mother, you will love women. Hey, you have declared war against defenseless women of South Africa. Stop doing that. These people are going to own hectares of land. And you know what land does. It gives people dignity and confidence. They are going to employ you very soon. So start partnering with them now. Hey, if you are an EFF fighter and you are beating up women, you don't belong here. You are no longer a fighter. In the EFF, we don't beat women, we love women. We love each other, we protect each other. Like today here, we are going to finish very late. You are going to protect all these women who are here. We don't want stories that a fighter has harassed a woman. Even if you are drunky, don't harass women, please. Because some of you are cowards. You only speak to women after taking 1, 2, 1, 2. Bloody coward. Leave our women alone. Fighters, let us go and tell every South African that the EFF is here to stay. Bayathanda abathandi. When they see this stadium today, their sugar levels have gone very high. Inyukile shuke. They pretend like they are not watching. They keep on changing channels. Eh? Is it still happening? Hey, we are here to stay. We are not going anywhere. We will never be defeated by anyone. We will never be destroyed by anyone. Only the EFF can destroy itself. No one from outside can destroy the EFF. Fighters, never surrender. Never surrender. Victory is certain. Also 2019, victory is certain. Let's go. Victory is certain. Let's ensure that EFF lives for another 5 years. Happy birthday, EFF, happy birthday. Happy birthday, EFF, happy birthday. Kula EFF, kula. Kula EFF, kula.
Oh, za 2019, aroba. Oh, za 2019, arobe. City Woza 2019. Aroba. Woza 2019. Arobe. EFF is over, roba. Aroba. EFF is over, roba.
Amandla. Fighters. Where is Mgini and Marshall? Please allow these comrades to come inside because they are too far there, man. Can you open? Do it orderly. Do it orderly. Marshals, defend old people there. Do a chain for old people there. Open the gate. Thank you. Let's not push. Marshals, do the chain for old people. Do the chain for old people then. Because even if you want to sing here, it's very difficult. Thank you very much. Amandla. 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 Haikule EFF, haikule. Tata EFF, tata. Tata EFF, tata. Auno magubi. Siyaya. Siyaya. No magubi. Siyaya. Siyaya. No mabese tubola. Besishaya. Besibopas. No mabese tubola. Besishaya. Besibopas. Kubi kubi yo. Siyaya. Siyaya. Kubi kubi yo. Siyaya. Siyaya. Who left? Who right? Who massa? Who left? Kita. Kilame. Hiribata. Samarumo. Samarumo. Asicha. Where were you when I'm dead? Where were you when I'm sick? So fast, Kichi, Emoye, so fast, Kichi, Ekati, Kichima, Kichima, Tibram Konto, Alaye, shoot to kill, Kilawa. Kiss the poor, the farmer. Kiss the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa. Attention.
Nalento siyenzayo asenalo, nalento siyenzayo, nalento siyenzayo. Nalento siyenzayo, nalento siyenzayo.